All right, we're going to try it one more time. Rockin' Ronnie takes a look at them. They come out of turn 4. They're side-by-side. Green flag comes out once again. Jimmy Wills goes to the high side. They're 4 abreast over in turn 1.
3 tight down on the bottom, and Wills out there on the high side. Now they'll pair off. Down the back straightaway, Stratton out front. James Hill to the outside of him.
High side, low side. They're working them both ways, and the 6 car comes down underneath, takes that second spot away from Stratton, and now goes for the lead.
Good move for Jeff Isabel to make that pass down on that bottom side.
James Hill not giving it up on that outside. He wants to get it back. He's looking for that momentum on the high side of the racetrack, but Isabel leads that lap as well. Got 4 cars or 3 cars involved over in turn 4. Looks like the 89 car involved once again. Mitch Ward, he gets his car refired.
Looking over Rockin' Ronnie right now. Here they come off the 4th turn. Green flag is out.
James Hill out there in front. Right there in the middle of the racetrack. He gets some good bite coming out of the corner.
Look at Joe Isabel, though. Showing some speed. Goes right up on the inside.
Jimmy Wills tucks into that 3rd spot.
Hill's car pushes up the hill.
Isabel gets the lead as they come out of turn 4.
Josh May underneath Stratton moves up into that 4th spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Up inside of Stratton now is John Mollick in that 4J car.
Stratton trying to hang on, but Mollick down on that inside takes that spot away. And DeRocha in the 5 car, he comes up, a little bit of contact between him and Stratton. Trying to get back around him as they come by. This time it'll be 4 laps down.
Boy, looking through the back half of that field, the cars were spread all the way across the speedway. Hill goes way high. Had to gather the car up. He'll lose 2 spots as Jimmy Wills gets by. So does Josh May.
Josh May told me before the race he was down on his car, found 3 shocks that were bad, so they had to change those shocks. But James Hill gets back around him, takes over that 3rd spot again, but he's running that high side. Josh May gets a little sideways that time and loses a spot to John Mollick.
Yeah, Mollick took advantage of that, moves up into that 4th spot. Hill up there trying to find something at the top. I don't think it's there tonight.
That's way, way up at the top as Mollick gets around James Hill as well.
A little better down there in 1 and 2, not there in 3 and 4. He's got to find a different line down to the other end of the speedway. Everybody else bottom feeding down there through that 3-4 turn.
I think a couple of these drivers watch Zach Kimbrough.
Caution is out. Car sitting just off the 2nd turn. Looks like it might be Ward in the 826.
862. Going. That allows James Hill down on that inside. He'll take over that 2nd spot.
Something happened with Jimmy Wills that time. He got really crossed up on that restart. He's fought his way back up into that 3rd spot, but he's lucky that he didn't get turned around. Isabel out front. Hill riding in that 2nd spot. Wills in 3rd. Then it's Mollick in that 4th spot. And riding in 5th is Josh May.
Well, again, Joe Isabel starting to pull away, but James Hill, he's down on the bottom of the racetrack as well. Got a couple of guys still trying that high side. Nick Nash in the 27N.
I really think you could get away with it down here in 1 and 2, but down in 3 and 4, not so much. And we've got a tangle down there. Wow.
Trying to get around him as the that was the 5 car of DeRocha, I believe.
Charlie Brown just got by on the inside with him over there.
And he was turned around head on, so everybody gets around him.
Come off of that 4th turn. Green flag is up.
James Hill on the back bumper of Joe Isabel. Jumps to the high side. Jimmy Wills down to the inside.
Mollick getting shuffled back on that restart. Wills up into that 2nd spot.
Puts Jeff Teeters up into the 6th position, but now Mollick gets back around him. And look at Ty Short in a 2 car on that high side. He's moving forward. came out of the B main. Now James Hill jumps to the high side. He's going to try that for a while. Ty Short, John Mollick fighting it out in that 6th position.
Short up there on the high line. Looks like he's carrying some pretty good momentum.
A couple other cars further back going to try that high side now. James Hill jumps back up there. Matt Hay in the 67 car fighting with him for that 4th spot.
Yeah, keep your eye on that 67. That car has ran good all week long here.
But right now, Joe Isabel, he's got a handle on this 6J car. Out there in front, Jimmy Wills runs in 2nd. 3rd belongs to Jeff Isabel.
Drivers just searching all over the track trying to find some bite out there.
They were 3 abreast over in 3 and 4.
Short was 4th across that line then.
And staying on that high side.
Matt Hay now gets back by him in the 67.
Let's
keep your eye on him. Caution is out.
Matt Hay tried to get underneath the 5 of Jeff Isabel. Almost lost it going into turn 1, but he hangs on to that 4th position.
Yeah, that wasn't real pretty. I thought something was going to really happen with that. James Hill just come rocketing off the top of turn 4. Comes out of nowhere.
Him and Ty Short have decided to go up on that top side.
They haven't given it up. They've stayed up there all race long. I guess 5 to go. They're really hoping that something's going to come in up there.
Now Hill trying to drop down just a little bit into the middle of the racetrack, but not moving forward much. Matt Hayes hangs on to that 4th spot. Joe Isabel still out front. Got a pretty good lead over Jimmy Wills. Coming around this time for lap number 22.
Oh, Hill puts his way up the speedway.
And Ty Short tried to duck down underneath him and couldn't get it done. The 2 of them down that back straightaway almost have some contact. Ty Short had to get off the gas.
Time running out, 2 to go. This time by.
Ty Short again up on that high side. James Hill came down just a little bit. Your leader coming out of turn 4 gets the white flag. 1 more lap to go for Joe Isabel.
Ty Short up into that 4th spot. Got problems. Teeter slowing down the front straightaway. Keeps it straight. Everybody makes it by him. Another car stopped up in the top of the turn. Caution flag or checkered flag is out.
So Joe Isabel takes the win. Jimmy Wills comes across in 2nd. Ty Short, that 3rd spot. Jeff Isabel in 4th. Matt Hay in the 5th position. James Hill finishes in 6th. John Mollick in that 7th spot.
We'll head down trackside to get a word with our winner, Joe Isabel.
Give him a big hand. Joe, what a run for you. We didn't see much of you over the last 2 days. What's the big difference in the car? Was it the track, or did you work on it and get a different setup?
Well, we came down here with the wrong engine in this car, so I had to run my brother's car the first 2 races, and then he hopped in that and yesterday it was the first time on the track with the car with a new motor, and the setup just wasn't there, and we bought it today, and she's pretty good right now.
Now, your brother wasn't too far behind you, just a couple of spots. You guys trade your setup stuff?
Well, actually, my old man sets the cars up from the phone. We just call him, and he says, do this, and we do it, and then they're fast.
You got to listen to the old man, right? Congratulations to you. Great job. You got anybody you want to thank here?
Yeah, I got to thank my old man, my crew chief Gamer, and I got to thank Eddie for supporting it with the motor and stuff, and just, it's awesome.
Well, you're going to get some great photos with the reigning Miss Florida, Brandy George. Good job. Let's give him another big hand. Joe Isabel takes that win.
Sam Lamont and the 68 of Dirk Miller will bring him to the green flag next time by. Rockin' Ronnie looks over the field. Here we go, race fans, once again. Green flag, we're back underway. Tim Buckwalter dives to the bottom of Sam Lamont as they come out of turn number 2. Lamont with the advantage as they head into 3. Lamont on the high side. Buckwalter takes over the top spot as they come out of 4. It's Buckwalter, Lamont, Miller, Luke Thomas, and Van Wedgen, your top 5. Luke Thomas shuffled back a few spots. Right now it's a 71 of Tim Buckwalter up front all by himself. Billy Van Wedgen has that second spot. Dirk Miller. Shuffled back now. Here comes that 66 machine, Alex Bright, last night's feature winner. Alex right on the tail of Billy Van Wedgen. Bright goes to the inside, powers inside of Van Wedgen, takes over the second spot. They come out of turn number 4. It's Alex Bright up to second. Travis Center to the high side of Luke Thomas. They're going to battle for 5th and 6th as they come out of turn number 2. Luke Thomas now takes over that 5th spot. Tim Buckwalter leads the field into turn number 1. In second, it's Alex Bright, last night's winner, trying to reel him in. Buckwalter in 3 now. It's Bright. A pair of 75s, Van Wedgen and Morris, and it looks like the 9R of Rick Goss going to take it to the infield. His night is done. Oh, and it looks like almost a little bit of contact between Center and Thomas. Thomas washes way up in turn number 2. Here comes Bright, Bright to the inside of Buckwalter. Bright, your new leader as they head into turn number 1. And we got problems over in turns 3 and 4, and it looks like that's the 68 of Dirk Miller. Miller turned sideways over there in 3 and 4, so that's going to bring out the caution on lap number 7. It's Buckwalter, Van Wedgen. Ronnie looks over the field, 7 in, 18 to go. Here we go. The green flag is back out. Bright leads them into turn number 1. Buckwalter to the high side, going to remain in that second position only for a moment there as he's battling. And looks like he might lose that spot, but they come out of turn number 4, and it's Van Wedgen taking over second. Buckwalter back to 3rd, Morris up to 4th. Center hanging on to 5th. Here comes Young. Jim Young in that 8Y. He gets around Luke Thomas out of turn number 2. And Luke Thomas, now he's battling with the 22 of Center. Luke Thomas back up to 5th. There goes Morris. Morris to the inside of Buckwalter. Buckwalter shuffled back to 4th. Still a good battle for 4th and 5th between Center and Thomas. Here comes Young once again. Young looks to go to the inside of Luke Thomas as they go down to the backstretch. Young takes over position, looks to take another one away from Center. Thomas slides back to the inside, but Young will hang on to that position. But right now, your leader comes out of turn number 4, the 66 of Alex Bright. Second, it's the 75 of Billy Van Wedgen. Then you got Jim Morris in the 75X. Buck Walter is 4th, and then you got Travis Center up to 5th. Oh, we got problems over in turn number 3. Carly Yent spins over in 3. And then the field is able to avoid her. So caution out on lap 13 with just 12 to go. We go once again. And the green is back out. Alex Bright leads them back into turn number 1. The pair of 75s, Van Wedgen and Morris, are still side by side. Oh, it looks like we got a little bit of problems. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Everybody stays straight. Luke Thomas shuffled back about 3 or 4 spots. Oh, and it looks like one of the 75s is off the pace a little bit. He drops 2 spots. Buck Walter up to 2nd. Buck Walter on a mission. James Morris in the 75X, he's now 3rd. Travis Center remains 4th. And Billy Van Wedgen hangs on to that 5th spot. Tyler Walton up to 6th. Raylan Moss up to 7th. 8th is the Luke Thomas. Eddie Moss Jr. hangs on to 9th, and Jim Young, that's your top 10. Meanwhile, your leader crosses the start-finish line, heads into 1. Starts to open up his advantage. Here comes Morris. Morris looked to the inside of Buck Walter. Oh, we got a caution. Eddie Moss Jr. takes it to the infield. Jim Young up there. Troy Wren. $17 down, 8 to go. Green flag, we're back underway. Thomas to the outside with a hard drive as he come out of turn number 2. Finds himself up to the 4th spot now. He's battling with Center for 4th and 5th. Center to the high side. Center going to take over that 4th spot. Luke Thomas on a mission right now. He's got Tyler Walton right behind him. Luke Thomas to the outside of James Morris. Meanwhile, Alex Bright in control. Alex Bright out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch he goes. James Morris in that 75X hanging on to 2nd. Buck Walter, Tim Buck Walter hangs on to 3rd. Travis Center 4th, and Luke Thomas now up to 5th. Tyler Walton 6th. Oh, one bounce off the wall there. He keeps it going. The 70 machine of Doug Medley. A little bit of concrete slapping there. Young up into the cushion up there. Keeps her going in turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, here's your leader out of 4. Alex starting to make his way up to lap traffic now. Gets around Medley. Morris hangs on to 2nd. Buck Walter, Center, and Thomas as they are able to get around lap traffic as well on the front stretch. Oh, when Center slides up, that's going to allow Luke Thomas to take over the 4th spot. Here comes Tyler Walton as well. Walton dives to the inside. White flag one more time around. And caution comes out. Caution over in turn 2. The green and white together, single file. This is going to get exciting here. Here we go, green and then the white. It's a one-lap dash for cash. Alex Bright leads him into turn number 1. Several cars go high in turns 1 and 2. Here he comes out of turn number 4, race fans. Alex Bright's going to pick up the checkers. James Morris unofficially second, then Buckwalter, Travis Center, and Luke Thomas. That's your unofficial top 5. Wow, we're going to head on down to victory lane and get a word with our winner. Well, race fans, there he is. Give him a big round of applause. Alex Bright. Here, I'll take that for you, man. Gets the Hans of Ice off, gets his helmet off, gets his head sock off. Puts his hat on, got a big smile on his face. Race fans, once again, Alex Bright, your winner. Man, congratulations. You said you were going to try and do it tonight. What did you do? You did it. You didn't repeat history except for the last 2 nights, but tonight you were on top of your game.
Yeah, I like it better this way. No, I mean, Rich absolutely had the car set up perfect. Can't thank Dirk Miller enough for letting me run his cars down here. Got to thank PXP Racewear, Bell Helmets, Bob Hilbert Sportswear, everybody that was helping out on the car tonight. We were just flawless, and I mean, I made some mistakes during the race that I thought somebody would be right there with me, but until I went up top on after the checkered, I didn't know that was better, so that kind of scared me.
It didn't scare you enough, because I tell you what, this car has been good all weekend. You win last night, you win tonight. I believe you finished 2nd on Thursday night. Man, you just love this down here in Florida, don't you?
Couldn't get any better. And then the weather tonight and all the fans in the stands tonight too. Thank you. Now.
Yeah, we're talking to actually fans tonight. In the last 2 nights, we've had nobody to talk to. So we thank you guys for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And you guys prepared an awesome racetrack, and hope you'll be back next year.
Well, man, I hope to see you back next year. Hopefully you can get 3 nights in a row.
That would be awesome.
Race fans.